Today I'm going to be showing you how I built this 2 foot by 6 foot planter for me vegetables, saladry, fruits and all that. Going to be building 2 of these, but so far we've built 1. But we bought all the materials that are going to cover building 2. And the materials we used came from Travis Perkins. We got brown treated Nordic spruce decking. Yes, we got the decking. And it was actually very cheap. So it came to, in total, and I believe we got 21 of them. 21, and it came to £83 and 16 pence. But that is with Nick's trade account, so it might be a little bit more if you don't have a trade account. But the decking, so solid, so good, so easy to cut as well. I was like, look at me go. I kept saying to Nick, look at me go. I mean, granted, he was showing me at first, best if you use this, best if you do that, make sure you do this, that and the other, as you can see, and he's popping his hand in every now and again. But once I knew what I was doing, that was it. I was off and away, and I kept thinking, oh, can have our own little growing patch, and I'm so excited. So this is why we put the bark down. This is why I put that sheeting down, put the bark on top, and it was like, this is where we're going to do the planting area. I've now got it in my head that I want to uproot all the plants we've got and turn the entire garden into food, basically. I'm like, yeah, why don't I just do that? Why don't I just take all the plants up, as beautiful as they are, have plants like in higher levels, maybe, like growing off pots, hanging off the fences, but groundwater. I had to display my first part of the build. I was very proud of it. I was like, yeah, I did that. I did that. My little fingers did that. Anyway, yes, I'm like, maybe I should just do that. And then this time next year, it would just be a flow of food, supplies. Because I am so fed up of going through fruit and veg in the supermarkets and having to rummage underneath all the crates to find fresher ones. And then even when you do find the fresher ones, you're like, oh my God, what's all that brown gunk inside that lettuce? Oh, you see, like the strawberries are all gone mushy on the sides, and you're just like, oh. And I'm paying £3 off the pound for that pallet of strawberries, which would only feed like 2 children in one sitting. And I'm like, this is just ridiculous. It's costing an absolute fortune. Whereas if you're growing your own, you just nip out your back door, have a little look, have a little pick, plant some more seeds, and just wait for more to grow. If you keep a constant flow, very, very happy and excited. So this is where they're going to go, and I am going to be putting the first one together here. I'm not going to be building the second one in this because it did take quite a bit of the day. There's a lot of hard work that went into filling this, so I'll be showing you the one, but the second one's going to be put up very, very soon. But we've got some things on the grow already, which I'm excited about, like coming at the back door and be like, gonna see some shoots soon. Yes! Can you imagine if we just like grow it all? There's all lettuces and everything there. All cucumbers are there dangling away, ready to be picked. And I just place the guinea pigs on there. Just let them have an absolute field day. They'd love it. That wisteria is going absolutely wild. So I need to try and build something that's going to help support it, because it's the shoots. Look at them. Look, they're going all under the black fencing I built. They're going all underneath or around the back of it. They're sprouting out in places I didn't even think they were going to sprout. Oh yeah, this is hilarious. Look, I was going to swing the bag at Nick and it fell out my hand. Nearly wet myself in that moment. So Nala is using this as a litter tray. I knew she would. I flipping knew she would. She's a cat. She shouldn't be going in her own patch. She should be going off. That's what they do, isn't it? Cats don't normally go to the toilet in their own patch. They normally go elsewhere, but she's like, no, I've got other plans. I'm just going to go out the back door very quickly, have a pee and a poop down there, and then run back in on the sofa. I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. But that swing was flipping golden. So getting the side bits on it made it more sturdy. And yes, I found another one. Got that out of the way. Making it so much more sturdy. And yeah, it was nice and easy. So basically, drilled holes of where it needs to go. So drilled all the holes, lined them all up, drilled all the holes, and then changed over the head of the screwdriver and put it as that. Yes, stick those screws in there. Screw them down. I mean, it looks so easy. And it is easy. But at the same time, it's like, the thought of starting another one, I'm just like, I might do it today. I might crack on and do the second one today, actually. and then I know it's done. I need to get some more soil, and I need to get some more, compost. But I'm on it. I've got bindweed growing all over the place. I've just been pulling some up. Right, they're all around my salvia, strangling my salvia, and I was not happy because I was looking at it and I was like, they're right in the centre, and underneath is like thorny, like bramble type stuff that's growing underneath it, and that's trying to make its way up there as well. And I'm like, why? Why can't there be some miracle thing that will just get rid of them? I've tried everything. I've tried the vinegar stuff. I've tried blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't work. I've pulled them out from the absolute roots. I've gone out there. I dug all the way along last year. And I didn't see them come back for months. And now they're coming back with vengeance. I looked at this and I said to Nick, I said, look, it's a coffin. I can get in it. I tried to upload a picture of me in it on Instagram and it got rejected. It said it wasn't allowed. And I was like, the things I see on Instagram, you're telling me that it can't be a picture of me with my arms crossed like this in a cardboard box. Chase tried to get in. He was like, what's going on? He's like, if you're going, Mum, I'm coming with you. Yeah, for some reason he kept jumping back in, but then he can't get out. So he's a silly boy. Anyway, got the rubble and like placing it all at the bottom for the drainage. I've swept all the bark across. I'm not wasting any of the bark. You know, can't be wasting what you've paid for. And then going out to get some more rubble. But, yeah, funny little moment. Nick was like sort of helping where needed. But he was like letting me get on with it and just sort of like be in there in the background if need be. Because he knew that I was filming it. Anyway, I was collecting up some rubble and it was very heavy. I kept saying, surely that's enough. He's going, no, you need more than that. And I'm like, really? How am I going to turn it? And lift it. So here we go. A little moment of me trying to get it down the ramp.
One Direction? Is that your favourite band? Sorry.
Why is it going in the wrong direction? Oh, bloody hell.
Where are you going? What? Push it.
Yes, that wheelbarrow was very, very heavy, and as I hit the ramp, it just pulled me down. I was supposed to swerve to the left, so then I can just, you know, do what I'm doing right now. But, yeah, the wheelbarrow had other ideas, that's for sure. It was really windy today as well. Not cold, but windy. Today's beautiful. So it's another day back out in the garden. But it was like, oh, I need to go and get more. And I needed to get all like the gravelly stuff as well. We've had this outside the front for flipping ages. And it's actually quite nice to be using some of it, to be fair. I keep thinking about all the places I could use it. Where else can I use this? So this is what was used to like help with the foundations underneath the summer house, and we've got a sack of it left. It's heavy as hell. You couldn't lift it. Like, you'd need a truck to lift this. But it's just sitting there and I'm like, what else can I do with it? Maybe I could put it down the side where the front door is, that little alleyway bit. Stop all the weeds coming up, put some black sheeting down, then put this, but that's going to look ugly, isn't it? It's going to look ugly. What else can I do with it? I don't know. Anyway, so I've got some of this and I'm going to tip it into the, into my coffin. Look at it, waiting for me. Yes, it is. Actually, it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it, if I have another one next to it. It's going to look like I'm preparing for two. I lifted it over and I actually chipped some of the wood, so I was like, oh, best not do that again. So as I went round to the front to go and get some more, by the time I came back, Nick had built a ramp for me to go down the ramp and straight up the ramp and tip it straight in, which was really, really helpful, although it was quite awkward to try and manoeuvre. I'm not going to lie, especially when it was heavy, trying to keep it balanced on a ramp. Yes, honestly, I feel well chuffed with this little improvement in the back garden, shall I say. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking about uprooting and just changing everything to a food flow. It'll be a food flow back garden. I mean, we've got our own little patch of land here. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got their garden. Anyone who's got a garden has got all that space to do something with. And I know flowers are lovely, and I do love my flowers. Love a garden centre. But in the way things are right now, I'm starting to think it's actually best to use the entirety of it just for a food source. There we go, raking it all in, looking at it thinking, yep, definitely need some more. So I did get some more, and then we moved on to the compost, and there was a big spider that crawled out underneath there, and it was disgusting. It came for me, so I flicked it away. I was like, why are you following me? Why? Topsoil. Topsoil we got from Wix, and they were £4 each or 3 for 10. So we got 3 of those. And the, oh God, peat-free, receipts are terrible, compost. And they were 3 for 15, I think. Yeah. Lots of it in there though, lots. But we soon discovered that we definitely need some more. So we've got to do one side of the planter for now and then go get some more to fill it. And also have enough to build the second planter because I don't really want to be building a planter if I can't put anything in it. No. So I popped these in and yeah, compost is going on. Yes. Nick had a little look at the seeds to see what we should plant first. And I was like, you go for it. Go for it. I said, but tomatoes and strawberries are going in the greenhouse. Because I'm going to be erecting a greenhouse very, very soon. Not a glass one. Hell no. Not getting one of those. I'd be terrified every time the kids went outside. They'd kick a football or something. Or one of the cats jumps on it. Because they would. They'd jump straight on it. And it would just be straight through. Cat gone through. Yeah, look. Look at that. I did that. Yeah, so here, looking at all the seeds. Deciding what to put. And at the moment, we're placing lettuces down. Yeah, and then popping the topsoil on the top so it can mark where we've actually planted. So there go the lettuces. And then we put down the cucumbers. So we've got some cucumbers growing as well. I mean, it's great for the guinea pigs, isn't it? Great for the guinea pigs. And I need to look to see if I can grow my own dandelions. I know it sounds like a weird thing because, you know, dandelions are basically everywhere. But guinea pigs love them. So, yeah. Anyway, this bit here. So I'm putting I've just heard a weird sound. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know if I'm going mad. Anyway, I'm putting these little beams at the end here so that I can put the netting over without the cats getting in. Or not just lounging on top of it when the netting just sits on the top. I don't want them doing it because they will. Nick's planting it. Making it all, you know, watered up. And in the plant pots, he's put, what did he put? Peppers and tomatoes. Yeah, so I was getting the netting ready and I was like, how are we going to do this? And then it was like, we need the side bits to be chopped in half. So he ends up cutting the posts that I've put up, cutting them in half and lowering it. But I did think to myself, it would be quite cool actually to have another one of those decking boards going across the top of those end beams. And you can hang like tools and stuff from it. It'd be really, really cool. It'd be like a little ledge on the top and you can just hang your tools off and everything. I thought that'd be quite cool, but I'm not doing that right now. I need to get the second plant I built. Look at the ramp. Let's see. The ramp. Actually, you've probably seen the ramp already. It's probably been in the last, I don't know, 30 clips. Anyway. Yes. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? Oh, yeah. I'm screwing a couple of little screws either side of it just so that I can twine the netting round to keep it down. So obviously you don't want to nail it down because then you can't get access to it. So I just thought if I pop a little screw on each side and then just wrap the net round and then unhook it. And I thought while I'm at it, I'm going to put this up, which I got from B&M that time. £6 this was. £6. Was it £6? Yes, it was. So I'm going to put this here. I wanted to put it on the wall of the house, but the concrete to get through is like absolutely ridiculous. So I thought, do you know what? You're going to sit there and look pretty. You're probably going to be strangled and invisible soon once that wisteria really kicks off. But you're going to stay there. So I did a quick tidy up because it's looking shockingly messy out here. As it is, you know what it's like. You go to do a job and you make an absolute mess. Always happens. So just trying to tidy up as much as I can. Put everything back. And then it'll be getting ready to build the second planter. Hopefully there's going to be enough room that we can walk around because that's the intention, is that you can walk around them. But so far, very, very happy. Wheel the wheelbarrow back down there because I'm terrible at putting it away. And there we go. Look at that. Look at me little wagon wheel up there looking all pretty. And this is the planter. Yes, needs to be filled a bit more. But, you know, it's doing its job. It's working at the moment. It's growing. It's growing the seeds. Yes, very happy. Got me spare posts down there for the next planter and the rest of the netting. And a bamboo stick. The bamboo stick. I don't even know why I said that, but there we go. Look. Isn't that good? I did that. It was back-breaking, it was. It was back-breaking. And it hurt. It hurt, Bert, but what results? A fine, sturdy planter. Very, very happy. Can't wait to get the next one up and can't wait to see it all grow. Thank you for watching my muddy hand and I'll see you soon.